let's get in. Let's get into top discussion about this. How we feel about this, man? Who want to take this off first?
Talk
This
to him,
is
go.
crazy.
Talk to him.
On first,
Go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
man.
Go. Let's
uh,
go, champ.
this.
Go. What's up, man? How you feel about this? How you feel about Jada movements? How you feel about Will movements? How you feel about August movements during this whole shit?
Well, first let's talk about the person that Cool Man called the simp, August Alsina, man.
Yes.
I feel like
Simplify.
you have it's a certain code and there's certain things that you just don't do, especially him coming from being Jaden's boy. Like that's was one of his best friends or whatever.
Right. Go into depth and detail about that. What you don't do. I like that.
It's just certain things you just don't do. Like you don't cross certain lines, especially if you call somebody your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a fact.
You don't do like you don't sleep with people's mothers.
And for those that don't know, Jaden was friends with August before Jaden and Will even knew him.
Right.
You know, so
So
let that be known.
So how the thing what happened between them is, August flew out to one of Jaden's concerts and asked Jada for help or whatever.
Right.
And her being the person that she is, not saying that she's just a total bad person or whatever. She or whatever. And he was staying with them and certain things happen.
Certain things like what?
Certain things transpired is the entanglement.
Yeah, Gold is being real nice right now.
Yeah,
the entanglement
let
happened.
it out, Goat. Let it out, Goat. Because if we don't get it out, people will still be in denial.
Nah, yeah, no, definitely. They had a scandal going on. Her and Will separated for a little while. They had their own on, but if you do your thing, if you're gonna do your thing, do it with, what I'm saying, people that's not already involved with your family, you know what I'm saying? People that's not close to
I agree that was too close to the lines, and I feel like Jada should be ashamed of herself.
Especially when Will allowed this man to stay in his crib to get the help that was needed. You know what I'm saying? You don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? That's those are one of the lines you don't cross. This man left his crib to help you out with whatever life that you was going through, the struggles that he had going on.
Right.
And not just saying it's him, that's on Jada too, because like they said in an interview, she's the only one that could allow him to get to the vagina. So that's also on her. Going into the conversation they was having, and Will was like basically trying to tell her like, let us know exactly what happened, and the way she approached it when she was like, oh, we had an entanglement. I feel like that was a slap in Will's face. You know what I'm saying?
That definitely grinded a gear with me as well.
That was a slap in his face. Like, nah, tell us exactly what happened, what really went down. Not say not try to take it lightly and be like, oh, we had a little entanglement, because that's not what it was.
Like, raise some awareness of the fucked up shit you did.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not saying that Will might not have done anything, but that's not what we was talking about at this time. This is about you and August and what happened with what conspired between y'all two. Y'all had a full-fledged relationship. And we found out Will did not have anything to do with that. He did not give August consent to sleep with his wife. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't one of those things where it was like, oh yeah, go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? It was never one of those. And for them to have a full-fledged relationship, I just think that was a lot out of pocket. A lot.
All right. Figure deal, you my brother. All right. Reality, man. Let's take it to you. How you feel about August, Jada, and Will? Just the whole situation surrounding.
Let's get into it. Goat was on his political right now, man. He's real political right now.
Let's talk entanglement. How did you feel when she said those words and Will was trying to tell her to, say what it is?
Oh, I expected it from somebody like her. Let me just get right into it, cool man. Let me get right into it. First thing I took away from this is Will Smith is that his maturity level is at a level I may never get to, and I am perfectly fine with that. I am perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
The way he's able to forgive her, I don't know if I would be able to do that.
Right.
Second thing is Jada, she's very cold. She's very cold. She comes across as cold. She comes across as ungrateful. And this is from the first Red Table talk that they had Will Smith on, when she was talking about how he was doing a lot for her, but that's not what she wanted. And she just came across as so ungrateful, so ungrateful. And I think personally, when it comes to Jada, she's really not that great of a person. I think she's very interesting. I think she's a beautiful older lady. Before she was a beautiful young lady.
Right.
I think she probably has a great personality at times to bring people in. But overall, I don't think she's that great of a person. I think she's the type of person that will always not feel fulfilled, no matter how much she has.
Right.
You know
Almost
what I'm saying?
pouring water in a cup with a hole in it.
Yeah, it's steady leaking out. That is perfect. That's perfect.
You know what's crazy? I got that metaphor from Humble the Poet. He wrote in the book, you got to be careful when dealing with people like that. Is your love is like water, and just pouring it in like a bottomless well and not getting it back. That does something to us as human beings, you know?
For sure. Like, I was talking to Go off camera, and he just said something like, it seemed like she drains the energy from people. And that's what it seemed like. When I seen Will on the first Red Table, I'm like, wow, like he seemed defeated almost. Like, and he would say, like, I realized that she had to make herself happy, but he had this sense of like, I really did everything that I could do for her.
He tried to his mission to make her happy.
Yeah, and it never was enough, and I think people are looking at it like, yeah, you do have to make yourself happy at the end of the day. That's very true.
At the end of the day,
but she don't realize that there's a million women that would love to be in her place and would treat Will Smith better in these situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she's draining the energy from him. I feel like she used August and drained the energy from him, because he looks like he's not doing any better. And but the third thing that I want to get into is everybody giving August a pass. Like, oh, she was a predator, and yeah, she's much older than August, and August has his own demons, like we all do.
Right.
But he has to be held responsible too.
Right.
Yes, he has to be held responsible. We can't just give him a pass. He was a grown man. Yeah, he was going through all kind of stuff, but he was grown. He wasn't underage.
As we all are in our adult life, you know.
He knew what he was doing. He knew that he was best friends with Jaden. I'm sure he was like family to them.
Slime.
Like, come on, he's dirtbag. He's a dirtbag. We got a word for people like that. Like, that's supposed to be your best friend. Right. You know this is Will Smith. You know this is Jada. First off, you know what they mean to the culture in general.
Right.
You know that. And just like Jada know who Will Smith is even more than her. Like,
that's why she chose him.
Yeah, he's one of our biggest stars, legit, like on this planet. Like, not just our stars, but everybody's stars. Will Smith,
one of the top paid actors in Hollywood. Worth $350.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So you already know what it is, and you still did it. I'm not cutting August no slack for that.
Right.
Yeah, he ended up hurt. You shouldn't have been in that situation. You was a grown man.
Right.
And everybody used that, oh, he's younger, but yeah, like, aren't we all? We all were younger. That don't mean you make those type of mistakes. And don't have to answer for it. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like people are just going soft. People are just like, oh, he was preyed on. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
All right. Well, my take on it. I'll start with August. Um, Once again, we in agreement. I felt like August really played itself. Listen, guys, I really want our show to bring awareness to the younger generation too about stuff you don't do. And thou don't mess with your best friend moms at for no reason at all, son. It's no good. You can't call yourself my friend to engage in such acts. There's no way. I can only see that you just use me to get closer to my moms. You know what I
Yep.
mean?